what generally the ACH transactions and all everything will be taken. Normally it will be between 3 to 5 business working days it will be taken for us to complete. The overall process and all will be taken 3 to 5 days, 5 business days and all everything to complete with. So the major benefits in reference to the annual clearing houses, especially in reference to the transactions and everything, will be of 3 different reasons, because we should also know about the reason and as well as the benefits of ACH as well. Because why are we working more on ACHs and all that? So why, for what reason are we using ACHs, right? So what are the benefits of ACHs, all that. In reference to the ACH benefits and all that, so first is about it is a low cost one. So it's something, it's a low cost in terms of the cost itself is concerned, it is very low. As ACH payment some rooted in relative expenses of the card networks and all that, because if it is through card networks and all, there are certain charges which will be will be charged by the network companies. Because network companies for their transaction charges and all that, so there is an amount of money will be deducted, so that there is some amount of expenses and all, everything will be deducted into that. If not, the other advantage is ACH payments and all everything were routed because of the kind of relative expenses, which because that sort of amount and all everything can be we can deduct that sort of amounts and all everything, and it's a cheaper way of method. So where this electronic transfers and all everything can be handled. At the same time, high retention rate is also another advantage. High retention rate is also another advantage, where whatever the credit or debit card expires and all that, normally the card expirations and all everything is influencing on the transactions of the payments, all that. So that won't be there in ACH payment system, where whatever sources of funds as well as the kind of risk which is involved in terms of the significant of risk which is involved in it, everything will be of percentage in reference to the ACH payment system itself is concerned. At the same time, this ACH scheme, people, even an individual or a business person, anyone can use ACH house. I'm talking about this clearing house, automated clearing house, where to do their transactions and all that. This can be used. So these are the different advantages and benefits where we can see in ACH. Now I'm just showing an example where you can see, right? For example, you can see the example here, because whatever I have completed so far about the introduction part about the debits, credits, all that in reference to the ACH. How ACH works in a simple example I'm just showing you. For example, a person wants to transfer somewhere around $100 and all everything, right? So whenever we do this, right? So for example, whenever we are doing $100 of transactions and all, at the same time $200 and $100 respectively from one to another, right? So one person, for example, Ram is the one transferring money to George, or Rosie transferring money to Ajay, or John Smith transferring to Timos and all that, right? So different transact things means they wants to transfer money and all that. So there is an ACH clearing house where this batch processings and all everything will runs in back of it. There is a batch processing option where it runs in multiple threads, where this ACH operates and all everything through the Federal Reserves, Fed Reserves and all that. Through this administration of ACH networks and all, this is mainly used for the high volume and as well as for the low volume transactions, because high volume transactions can also be paid at the same time. Low volume transactions and all everything will be paid here. So whenever we are doing these transactions and all that, so there is an option where we have to see whatever the ACIs and ACHs and all everything will be into different networks which are being connecting among different banks, like either maybe in Bank of America, it may be Wells Fargo, Citibank, or JP Morgan, whatever it is, right? So whatever the banks and all, everything. So whatever the kind of settlement of accounts in returns to Fed reserves and all, everything. So which will be get connecting through this PTSS and all, everything to ACX. So whatever the this clearing houses and all, everything will work according to the network of ACH, which is being used especially to uh, for deposits as well as for credits as well as for the deposits and all, everything in regular intervals. So this is how generally the ACH overall clearing houses and all, everything will works in regular intervals, either for small scale transactions or large volume transactions and all in day to day. The major advantage under ACH clearing houses is this is being